penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go, let's go.
On third down, Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On play action, here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Will Anderson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put?
Under pressure, they got him again. Will Anderson, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Well, someone came to play today.
No, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On the bootleg, Stroud sliding out of the pocket. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion that resulted in a loss of yardage, it's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs, 60 yards. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Texans 7, Bears nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves,
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Bears nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Play action. Now Williams. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To throw, Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Keenan Allen, 62 yards. And the Bears are back within a score. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Robbie.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
No.
2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Under.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Stroud off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense.
Here's a diving catch right side. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll audible to something else. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Cam Akers taking it in from the 20. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fighting his way through contact. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yes, sir, Texans.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is Devin. inside myself, I remind myself from think I gotta go through.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And away we go from NRG Stadium. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Complete to Dell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the ground again with Mixon. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Stroud now on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. It's caught. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. He's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Now Allen off the play action. And the catch is made down the right sideline. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. They get 35 out of that one. And that's good for a Bills first down. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed. They got him the ball back.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They have themselves another 1st and 10. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Allen on the play action. He's got it. Good gain here as he heads out of bounds. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Trying it left side with Cook. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Bills finish off their opening drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle, and we're all knotted up. Pass now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans. With it, 3rd and 2. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Stroud throwing here on 1st. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Nico Collins, the intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. DeMar Hamlin picks it off. And the Bills take possession of the football. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down. Play action now, Allen. That's incomplete left side.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Allen. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. No return on that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Dameon Pierce now to return it. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. He rolls to his right. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So 2nd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Buying some time left. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the claw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
He goes right corner pocket there, but does get it to go through from deep. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, I wonder, Brock, who's got a birthday over on that sideline, because they got a gift to begin this second half. Their offense getting an immediate chance to do something about this deficit.
And that gift delivered by the special teams, right? Everybody talks about the offensive, defensive adjustments, but the last voice is that special teams going, set the tone, and boy, did they ever begin the second half.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
On the quick, right?
Now a give to Mixon. Jukes one defender. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Allen setting up play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Catch made right side by Coleman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills push their lead further to start the half. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with a touchdown.
And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. His return starts at the 5. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
1st and 10, or on to Mixon. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
On the carry, this is Mixon. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Mixon on the counter. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Okay, instead of my usual why, I'm going to ask you how. How do you stop him short on the sneak right there? And the answer, well, most of the time you can't, and you don't. And that's why they'll go to that sneak time and time again.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Mixon. And he gets back to the line, but no more. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. On the move, headed right. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Stroud now on 4th down. Escapes the pocket. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
He's on the move. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. All right, so they're facing 4th down now, but they are grateful, no doubt, to be facing it after that sideline right there saved them on the fumble.
Yeah, saved them, Kate, not just on the field, as you're saying, but on the scoreboard. Would have hurt to fumble it away inside field goal range. But thanks to that ball bouncing out, well, they'll get a chance to try a field goal, or who knows, maybe even go for it.
From the gun, Stroud. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback.
Now a give to Cook, running left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Connection made to Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down, Bill.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now it's Cook. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Bills with a 2-score lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Allen on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away.
The Texans take over first down at their own 40-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw. Fires down the middle, and it is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing now. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Looking to throw it. The Bills getting close, and they take it down. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Now to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not the entire...
What's good after next match? Can I play you?
So no mistake in that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And the Bills are going to recover the football, and that should lock up this win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
And they'll take a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And finally,